Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I want to talk about what's happening with the Game Pass. So it's going to be risen. The Game Pass price is apparently going to be risen in the UK from £12, 12.99 a month to 23.99, 22.99 a month. And this is going to cause a lot of people to switch from Xbox to PlayStation, and Microsoft is gonna lose a lot with this. Now, I will hand it to Microsoft. They do put a lot of good stuff on Game Pass. Call of Duty is one of the most popular games out, and all the Call of Duty games are now on Xbox Game Pass, and so they are helping the community. But in other ways, they are really hurting the community. I know people at the moment struggling just to buy the standard one as it is because it's a necessity, not a necessity. But it also is a necessity because if you don't have Game Pass, you cannot play the games that you have purchased. Now, this is not all games, but there's a hell of a lot of games you cannot play if you have bought the Game Pass, if you don't have the Game Pass. And I personally see that as an absolute rip-off because on times where months are hard, where you might be short on cash because there's an unexpected bill or whatever, you're not going to be buying Game Pass, then you want to play your games and you can't. So you cut off from playing something that you have paid for, and you're cut off from your community of friends, and it's going to take they are going to have to backpedal because they're not going to get the money that they're wanting. I'm certainly not going to be paying £23 a month for a Game Pass when currently I could pay £29.99 a month and get 3 month Game Pass. Sorry, my cat's attacking me. Yeah, and it's not just that as well. So you're paying for Game Pass, which allows you access to the games that you've already bought. Then most of the games that you already bought, you've got to buy a Battle Pass, Season Pass, something like that. And there are pretty much every game now is doing a Season Pass. The ones that hit hardest are games like Elder Scrolls Online. Just because if you don't have the ESO Plus, then you are unable to really proceed in the game because it limits you to what you can carry, and if you can't carry it, then you're not picking up new items. So it's kind of forcing you in a way. And sure, you can put stuff in your bank or your guild bank, but then that soon fills up. Then there's all your materials for crafting. And if you play ESO, you know it is such a pain in the backside. But the biggest complaint I have ever heard from all my friends I play games with is we shouldn't have to pay for the privilege to play the games that we have previously purchased. It's an absolute rip-off. It's like a tax on the game that you're constantly paying. I haven't played PlayStation since PS3. I'm not sure what their system's like, whether they have the equivalent of a Game Pass, where you've got to pay something per month to play your games. So Microsoft really needs to pedal this back, and if not, put it back to the standard price, £12.99 a month for Game Pass Ultimate. Pedal it back even more to £6.99. You get more customers. I don't get why this is such a this is supposed to be smart running this multinational company, and if you lower your prices, you get more customers, and overall your profits are larger because you got more people playing. You increase your prices while everyone's struggling to pay rent, gas, electric, food. You're gonna lose your community. You're gonna lose the people who make you that money and have done for years. I've got, probably should be bragging about this, I've got over 1,000 games because I've been playing since Xbox 360 came out. I did play the original Xbox, but I mainly got into it when Xbox 360 came out, and that's when I started my downloadable library. And it just feels like if Microsoft keeps this up, they're gonna lose people. Like, they'll sell off their accounts to people. And I know they're not supposed to do that, but they will. And with Xbox, it's so frustrating because you buy Game Pass, so you can play the games that you've bought. Then there's the Season Pass or Battle Pass for your games. Then there's the downloadable content for the games. And it all adds up. To buy one game, let's take Call of Duty. If you weren't going to have Game Pass, you'd buy Call of Duty. Call of Duty can be £100. Then there's I think they call it the Black Cell, which is about another £40, and that's like a DLC. Then there's a Battle Pass for that, which is about £8, I think, £8.99, something like that. Could be wrong on the percentages, but it's around that area. Before you know it, you're spending like £200+ on one game, and it's just a rip-off. And there's so many games now, which I think they should be illegal. It's pay to win. So like Call of Duty, to bring out all these guns and whatnot, skins. Now, skins aren't supposed to do anything apart from customize your gun. But if you're buying skins, sometimes it makes the gun faster, it makes you more accurate, makes it more powerful, this, that, and other. So you're literally paying to be the best, and you win. And the problem with that is, they did this with Elder Scrolls. I know for a fact they did it with Elder Scrolls. I was a massive Elder Scrolls fan before they kept doing this. They'll bring out a DLC content, like if you play Elder Scrolls, they brought out something called the Oakensoul Ring. For like it's a mythical item which, if you struggle with learning, it gives you about an even par with most players. So they advertise it as this amazing thing. You buy it, you grind for it, you get it, you play a little bit, and a month or two after the release, they debuff it, downgrade it, and now it's a worthless piece of crap. So if you bought the DLC for that particular item and they've changed the terms and conditions of your purchase, doesn't that feel like a scam to you? And I'm sure they do this with a lot more games, but I don't really play that many games online. Call of Duty, Battlefield, you can't help but play online. Elder Scrolls is a massive online thing. But it honestly just feels like a rip-off. And on top of that as well, they're turning the servers off for games. So if you buy a game like Anthem when it first came out, which I did, I really enjoyed playing Anthem, but I had to step away from gaming for a good old while. And when I got Anthem, I played it a good amount, but I never completed it. Now the servers are off, and a game that I paid £50-60 for, I literally can't play it anymore. It's not like I can't play it because they've changed something. You cannot load the game up, you cannot play the game. And me having over 1,000 games, I guarantee I've got several other games that I am unaware of that they've turned the servers off for. So I've spent all this money on games and can't play my games. They have literally sold me an item, then took it back. We should get refunds for stuff like that. It wouldn't have even took much for them to turn Anthem into a PvE game. All they would have to do is turn the raids off. Do one last update, turn all the raids off and all the PvP stuff, just make it a story. But no, that's too hard. Never mind about the loyal customers who paid for the project, paid for the product. Just turn the servers off, the game's gone, you're not having your money back, go away. And this is going to happen more and more with more games coming out. with more games coming out, there's going to be the older games with it losing the servers. I'm gonna beat you, Cat. So yeah, in short, Microsoft is ripping us off left, right, and center, and something needs to be done about it. They need to stay loyal to the fan base, to the customers, because if they keep going the way that they're going, they're going to lose by 2030. They're going to lose more and more customers, and Microsoft might not even survive. Which they keep buying up games as well. Like I believe they've bought Call of Duty, so they've got control over it. So they're buying up all these games, then they turn the servers off for games. It just makes no sense. They corner out market. And we as gamers are getting really frustrated with it all. I know some people just, my friends, just stopped playing because it just seems like an absolute con to them now. I bought this like toy soldiers game called Mean Greens or something like that. Got it day one it come out. Could not get into a PvP match. It's a PvP game. You literally cannot play it because the servers are off. It only cost like $12.99 or something, but I could not play it. And every time I've tried loading it up since, servers are off, and they're not offering refunds. The last time I got a refund on a game for something like that was Marvel Avengers Omega. You're quite done. It's because my attention's skewed at the moment. You've been my mascot for gaming. Back in the camera. Yeah. So we're just getting fed up with it, and yeah, we're getting fed up with it. Microsoft needs to sort themselves out, or they're just going to lose more and more customers, losing more and more money. And maybe that's what they want. Maybe they want to destroy the community to start something else. Maybe. And on top of all that, we have to deal with cheaters in games, because despite what Call of Duty says, Battlefield says we're the anti-cheat software, see cheaters in every goddamn game, and it's absolutely pathetic. Yeah. Anyway, there's my little rant. I don't know what's happening, but maybe you should switch to PlayStation. Maybe PlayStation will soon follow what Microsoft's doing. No idea. But at the moment, we're all getting ripped off by this company. So, you do you, and best luck with gaming in the future, I guess.